always like to say that people have Euphoria-Phobia. They hit THC and they're like, oh no, I'm gonna get high or have that like psychotropic effect. Likely that's locked up in their nervous system from a past experience.
Mm-hmm.
So with like harm reduction and transpersonal like somatic work, I think that have reaccepting some THC in a formulation might be able to actually like heal that time that you ate a 40 milligram brownie off your friend's kitchen table. That I've done that many times.
Yeah.
Whoops. And sent you into that like THC spiral where you're hiding under the bed for the next 10 hours, like wondering what's going on. But your ego is just actually dying and dissolving. So,
Well, I actually wanted to pipe in there. I've seen actually people that sometimes have difficulties with the THC high. Some of them are dealing with emotional baggage or trauma that is unresolved. And so, sometimes THC can help us forget things or like unlock parts of our brain and things like that. And sometimes people feel better suppressing things or, like not acknowledging parts of their life that are uncomfortable and things like that. So it's interesting. It's like when people have had bad experiences with THC, when we're talking about like smoking joints or something like that, again, not the experience you would have using your tinctures, right? Because they're so much smaller amounts, but in consuming larger quantities of THC, right? It's like people that don't feel comfortable being high, sometimes they feel issues with like losing control and things like that, right? So there's like a lot of other underlying psychological things sometimes with that. Not so much that THC is bad, it shouldn't be used, you shouldn't be high. I like to call THC, it's the healing chemical, and a lot of clinicians, feel the same way, where THC can actually heal trauma, can heal some things, and sometimes the psychoactivity, like we've seen with psychedelics, the healing is in the psychoactivity. The healing is it's in changing your perspective, helping you reframe things, helping rewire your brain, right? Helping you let go. And it's that surrender, that release of stress and trauma and things like that, and reframing, different events that's really helpful. So I always tell people, give it a chance, work with it. Even me, I have a really low tolerance to THC, even though I've been using it for years. And, sometimes you just got to work through some of that anxiety and things like that and ask yourself, hey, why do I feel uncomfortable right now? What are the thoughts popping up? Like I tell people, like, if you're exploring THC for the first time, like, or you're really new to it, keep a journal of like, what you're doing, what you're thinking, how you feel afterwards and things like that. Because journaling, I think, is something that's really powerful when you go through these different processes.